I am Ryan the Scientist Smith, and this is Gods of Ink.
I'm Ben Dunning. I do like black work, like realism, super dark realism, surrealism stuff. The piece I'm working on today is a take on like a tarot card of the Hermit and the Led Zeppelin Stairway to Heaven artwork. So it's a take on that, but we've got a bit more realism to it, and again, dark and surreal, and plenty of black.
Tell us a bit about the biros.
With pencil drawings, you need like 4 or 5 different pencils just to like get like a bit of tonal value, or paints you need like 4 or 5 different colours to get a blend. But with a Bic, you can get all this tonal value just from like one cheap bit of material, bit of plastic.
What do you think a convention as big as this can do for an artist's career?
Just walking in, I was like, the calibre of artists, the standard, it's like, it gave me an insight. I need to like up my game, and like if you're around so many inspiring artists, you may think you're at a level, but there's always room for growth and learning, no matter how long you've been doing it, getting that creative spark and inspiration.
Who, in your opinion, is going to win Gods of Ink this year?
I think it would be Walla Montera and Rich Harris. The piece they're working on is incredible. Composition, execution, the colours, it's an incredible piece. So that'll be my prediction. And then next year, me.
Best coverage, back tattoo. Herzlichen Glückwunsch! Number 1 Best Coverage bei der Gods of Ink 2025. Please tell us the name of your artist.
Good.
Ein Applaus für das Tattoo, für den Künstler und vor allem für ihren Mut.
I'm Tom Farrow. I work as a black and grey tattoo artist, and I specialise in large-scale horror sci-fi tattoos. I'm working on my client David. We're doing a full outside arm, which is based on UFO theme. It's actually based on a dream that my client had.
How do you go about that? Obviously your client has a rough idea, but you have to almost extract his dream from what he's saying. How is that process?
You know, weirdly enough, I didn't know that until I showed him the design.
Really?
So I showed him the design, and then at the bottom of the design, it's not your very stereotypical looking UFO.
Yeah.
So the minute I showed him that design, he was like, that's what I saw when he was 16.
Picture it perfectly.
The second I kind of get that reaction from a client after showing the design, I know that it's something he'll be happy to wear. And that makes me feel better as well, you know?
That's so cool. Are you going to enter anything into the competitions?
Yeah, for sure. So I have my client Emmett, he came over from Ireland today. He just arrived like half an hour ago, so we've just entered into Best Black and Grey, fully healed. It'd just be an honour to get him up on stage in front of those judges, in front of the people, in front of the crowd, and just see what people think of it, you know? Yeah, it's really inspiring to be here, man. It's my favourite weekend of the whole year, so.
Best Black and Grey here at the World Gods of Ink Tattoo Convention. Das freut er sich, ne?
Hello, my name is Lana Sophia. I'm a tooth stem technician and educator from London, and I'm the owner of Crystal Canine and Blank Collective.
How did you get into that?
It was a little bit of an accident. I was an award-winning semi-permanent makeup artist, and I did absolutely everything. I feel like when you're in the beauty world, you're constantly looking for like another string to add to your bow. It was a toss-up between tooth gems and anal bleaching. And I am convinced that one day I am just going to drop everyone and just go and do anal bleaching. So that is your warning. If you want a tooth gem, you've got to do it now.
Bringing it to the convention, you're kind of the outlier here.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a kind of influence even in your industry that you can take from any of the artists?
Yeah, for sure. So a lot of our like gold pieces that we have are very much like tattoo inspired, because that's the industry that we are in. So yes, I can do cute, pretty things like hearts and stars on moons, but because of, you know, the industry, I make sure I have ones that are, you know, more fit towards trad tattoos. So we have our anchors and we have our roses, and then I also have ones that are more like black work tattoos. So I have things like our barbed wires and our Playboy bunnies, and ones that kind of fit towards each genre. There's so many unreal artists. Like we brought our apprentice from the studio, Jacob, in. And he is just having like a whale of a time. Like he's going around being like, oh my god, that's that person. Oh my god, that's that person. And he is so excited to be here, which is the way that I feel like apprentices should be. They should be gapped to be in a room surrounded by the most unreal artists on the planet. When you're here and you're surrounded by everything, I think it is very special.
And we have one winner who won the third Gods of Ink tattoo convention. Best of Show. For this amazing snake tattooed by
Make sure you like and subscribe to the Killer Ink channel.